Just kidding. Live from LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. It's Revening's Whiskey Wednesday. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday, Revenue Party people. Who do we have in our comments? Well, we do have Erica helping with the comments again, so I'm going to give a shout out to her, Erica Stover. Everybody go follow her on LinkedIn. Thank you, Erica, for all your help. And tonight, I have a guest co-host who I am so excited to bring in, Nadia Milani.
Hey, everyone. How's it going? I never stay up to sleep, but Jesse, and I will stay up for you and for this crowd. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much for being here. Well, excuse me. I am going to pull up our agenda. Of course, I get the hiccups like right when we get started.
It's all good.
First topic. Let's go through these. We've got some good ones. And these were all inspired by Zheng. And, you know, Zheng, he really inspired the whole night. We asked him who he wanted to bring on. So the guests we have bringing on with him were all inspired by Zheng.
You actually have the hiccups. Like,
because I have the hiccups. I'm going to let you read the topics, Nadia.
Okay, it's awesome. But listen, I've never met Zheng before. This is the first time I met Zheng right before the show. He's amazing. He started rapping right when we met. And I can't wait for today's show. So the first topic today is event impact unleashed. So maximize with event videography and editing motions. So happy that we're going to be talking about that because I have some tips too. As you know, or may not know, I'm the host of Closing Show Live every Wednesday. And I've been learning as we go along. I've never hosted a live show before and learning all the editing tips, but I'm not really actually the pro here. I think Zheng has way more, Ding has way more to add there. And so second topic is marketing made easy, consolidate tech and service vendors for simplicity. So that's awesome. We're always looking to consolidate tech. I think marketers and salespeople, revenue people are always looking to consolidate tech, right? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then we have the third topic, silo no more, post-event content quickly, beat siloed vendor syndrome. And fourth topic, field marketing. Fired up, how micro events boost sales with dynamic field marketing. And then we're doing giveaways and guru of the week. And don't miss the after party. I might miss it. I might join. We'll see how it goes.
I hope you can join, but I understand if you can't, but you did an excellent job. Thank you for taking it away from me. I'm so glad you were here. What would I have done? I had the hiccups.
You would have just, the show would have went on. I'm sure when it went on and it would have been fantastic. Do you still have them?
No, I guess he's gonna leave it. Maybe I should knock on wood because I don't know. But before we bring our guests in, a few more things. So next week we'll have a special daytime episode with Ross Simmons. He is a
Amazing.
content marketer. You definitely want to go follow him. But come hang out on Whiskey Wednesday next week at noon here for a special conversation with Ross Simmons, and then that evening we'll be bringing the joy. It's the night after Valentine's Day. So we'll have Cindy Cohn and Emily Moreau who are going to be talking us through, how to stay positive this year. And then I can't wait to introduce you all to Heather Monahan. If you're not following Heather Monahan, I would be surprised because she's got nearly 300,000 followers on LinkedIn. And I'm excited that we get to bring her on stage here on LinkedIn. And this will be another special daytime episode, hence the sunshine on the image. So those ones will all start at noon Eastern time. And then we'll also have Melanie Borden and Jackie Hermes joining us that evening, February 22nd. Come in. This is going to be a great conversation. We've got lots of strong women who will be highlighting this week. But for tonight, we have some really great prizes. Are we ready to show them off?
Prizes.
Let's talk about prizes. Yes, prize one. You're going to want to enter Boss and Heels LLC. Now, this is Heather Monahan's business, so definitely go check it out. She's the one coming on daytime hours, February 22nd, Boss and Heels LLC. She is a confidence coach and someone I highly look up to. But tag Boss and Heels to enter to win prize one. Would you want to go ahead and explain what some of these prizes are, Nadia? Would you feel comfortable doing that?
Me? I don't know. Yeah, the rest of them are easy. So one Lavender Pro 1-year free subscription, which is awesome. Thank you, Lavender. We've got the SD Lab. Thank you, Tom. 1-hour cold call coaching session with Tom. So Tom, I just want to say hi and shout out to Tom because you were on the Closing Show Live 2 weeks ago and you were fantastic. So thank you. You were an outbound guru. So 1-hour cold call coaching session with Tom is amazing. That's prize one.
Prize one, Boss and Heels LLC. Has anyone ever heard of Heather Monahan? I would love to hear about it in the comments. I know Sarah Hanks. She's often an attendee here at Whiskey Wednesday. She helped prepare me for my conversation with Heather because she's very familiar with her. But yeah, definitely tag Boss and Heels. Tag it once, tag it twice, enter to win these prizes. You're definitely going to want to win these. There's also prize two. So
prize two.
Take it away, Nadia.
Take it away. Okay. The data goes 10,000 credits, new SaaS data enrichment. Amazing. What's the second one? Brand 30.
Brand 30. Andrew Newborn. Yeah, this is a course. And we've got a lot of people in the audience who've done this course. We've been giving it away every week. And you can tell after they complete the course, they've completely leveled up on LinkedIn. They're posting every day. It's really an accountability course, but it inspires you too to figure out, what you can be posting and how to build your personal brand
every single day. I've been posting every day, and honestly, it's been tiring. So I'm going to pick that one up. Maybe I'll learn some stuff.
Yeah, I know. So there's Data Ghost. So let's see here. We've got Data Ghost. We've got the headset. Everybody loves the headset. You've got a nice headset on tonight, Nadia.
Yeah, it's not that headset, but maybe I should get it. I just started using these for this particular show, so I want to give it a try. And who knows? Maybe I'll keep them. Maybe I'll lose them. But if you have headsets, I heard this headset's fantastic. And if you have headset recommendations, let me know in the comments as well.
Yeah, well, Headset Advisor. So go ahead and tag Headset Advisor. Let them know what's up. But in order to win Headset Advisor, you're going to want to tag Data Ghost. They're our sponsors for tonight. You'll hear the intermission video from DJ Kim from Data Ghost. But Data Ghost, they're a new B2B data provider that everybody should be checking out. They are super slick. If you haven't looked at their website, that's kind of I guess I'm kind of vain, but when I see a really slick website, I'm like, ooh, this must be a nice tool. And it is. You get in there and they gave me some free credit. So I've been able to click around and use it myself. And I'm excited to give it away to prize winner 2. So enter Data Ghost, tag them to enter to win those 10,000 free credits. But let's show prize 3 because this one's pretty exciting. And I know you can definitely take this one away, Nadia, at least that first prize there, right?
Amazing. Yeah. So we're giving away, so I am the VP marketing at Proposify. We're giving away 3 months subscription and also a swag pack with like hoodies and caps and hats and stuff. So you can win that. Awesome. So one free course enrollment to salesorg.io and a free virtual event live performance and 40-second jingle from the one and only Ding. So that's awesome. And I'm actually going to look forward to doing that for Proposify. I'm going to have Ding create a jingle for us. So I'm really excited about that.
Ooh, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that we could help make that connection here at Whiskey Wednesday. Everybody, please enter Proposify, tag Proposify, spam their account to enter to win prize 3, and you will get all of these things. So it's free enrollment to the salesorg.io free course enrollment. But yeah, that one in the middle, you're going to see here in a second why you're going to want that. And I'm using Proposify, so I can't speak higher of like what Proposify is doing. So you're going to want those 3 free months to try it out yourself. But basically, if you have a side hustle or if you have your own business, then Proposify makes it very easy for you to look like you have your shit together. Like in terms of like sending your proposal, it makes it very easy to take a template and build a proposal that's already been put together. You can use your own images and your logos, but yeah, as a marketer myself, I'm used to using email marketing software with merge fields and templates. And it kind of just reminds me of that. It's so easy to use. And also I can integrate it with Stripe. Yeah, you should definitely enter to win Proposify.
No, I love that you're using it. And onboarding is super easy. You get a 14-day trial to check it out. If you don't win the 3 months free. And I'm loving that you're using it, Jessie. So how long have you been using Proposify now?
I just did an onboarding with Rachel, I think 2 weeks ago. Yes, shout out to Rachel. She's my new LinkedIn Connect. Yes, and what was her last name? I can't say it, I don't think.
It was just called Rachel PR.
PR, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Rachel
easy to say that.
Yeah. But no, she was amazing, and she helped me get, everything set up in my Cloudflare. So now when I send a proposal, it comes from jessie@reveting.com. And I'm super excited. I'm going to look really professional now. I have a LinkedIn growth agency where I'm doing done for you LinkedIn services. And now I can send a proposal with Proposify. And same for sponsorships for Whiskey Wednesday. So yeah, I'm very excited. But
so good.
Okay, that's enough with the prizes. So again, make sure that I'll be showing this throughout the evening, kind of breaks it all up. Prize 1, you're going to want to enter Boston Heels LLC. I know many of you already tagged it, but go ahead and give Heather Monahan some love. Tag Boston Heels LLC one more time. Get Data Ghost and as well as Proposify. Tag those. We'll give those prizes away here at the end of the show. But for now, let's bring in Ding. We've been talking about Ding. Ding, what's up?
Ding.
We've got you live here. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday, Ding.
How's it going, y'all?
Nice.
Doing well, Ding. I think we've got some feedback, but we talked about that. Yeah, we're playing around with some different sound effects here because, Ding's going to bring the heat with some rap tonight. But Ding, thank you for being here. And real quick, I'm going to go on mute. Nadia, maybe you can go on mute too. I'm going to ask you, Dean. I said Dean, but I said, Ding, can you tell me why you wanted to bring on Troy and Ryan? Because I asked you who you thought would be good guests. And these were people you suggested. So before we bring them on, can you tell us why?
Yeah, 100%. So most people, here, let me turn off my auto tune. So a lot of folks know me, of course, through the music and the rapping. And what's interesting is that during my LinkedIn journey, coming along, I've met a lot of other folks in our industry, right? In the LinkedIn space, in the B2B space, in the revenue space, that come from a hip hop background and all serve different roles and different functions with different experiences. So Troy and Ryan are 2 good friends of mine that have a very strong sales background. Have done a lot of great things, but also share with me in the music and rap side of things. So I thought it would be a fun idea to get together and talk about this convergence and how the two non-related disciplines actually are highly connected and have a lot of carryover.
I love it. Thank you. I'm going out of mute. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Ryan and Troy. Thank you. Ooh, let's change the view here so that we can all be seen. And actually, I'll just pull it over like this. Thank you so much for being here. I think I warned you beforehand. We love everybody to be able to introduce themselves, but to keep things efficient, we're going to throw up a 30-second clock. And I'm going to go ahead, if you don't mind, Ryan, and start with you. Would you mind introducing yourself and telling the Whiskey Wednesday? This is your second, you've been here before. Right. So if you missed that episode back in November, we actually had Ryan and Troy here before. But this is your second time back and many people weren't here. So if you could just give us a new introduction, Ryan.
For sure. Yeah, no, so I'm head of business development at Flowsome. I teach people how to do discovery and video prospecting and all that fun stuff. And I make weird content, which is how I met Ding and most of you, actually.
And you're really active on TikTok. Like, people should go follow you on TikTok. Where else can they find you,
I haven't posted in a month. I haven't posted in like a month or so. Yeah,
I still see your content.
I gave up on my TikTok. Yeah.
You did? Okay.
We'll eventually be there. YouTube shortly. We'll get there.
You'll get there. Okay. Well, we'll get into that later. Troy, how about you? I'm going to pull up the clock. Could you please share an introduction?
Yeah, founder, CEO, whatever, salesorg.io. So we help people break into tech sales, which is an interesting thing right now. So we cut the price of the course from $500 to $50 to help reflect that. On the rap side, been rapping for 27 years, rapped on rapmusic.com, King of the Dot, Grind Time, iBattle, bought Grind Time, bought iBattle, flipped both of them. And here we are. That was quick.
That was quick.
That was succinct and concise. I liked it.
Super succinct and concise. Well, Nadia and Ding, I didn't give you the 30-second clock, but I still want to, even though we really kind of did a little bit of an intro. Let's go ahead and throw you up there, Nadia. We have a guest co-host. I am so excited. Go ahead.
Hey, everyone. So Nadia Milani, I'm the VP of Marketing at Proposify. What is Proposify? We help streamline your proposal process so you can close more deals. I am also the host of Closing Show Live. So we go live every single Wednesday and absolutely love Whiskey Wednesdays. This is actually my second time on the show as well. So I came on as a guest back in October, the Halloween episode. I think I even wore a costume. And I'm back today. So super stoked to be here.
Super stoked to have you. And Ding, I'm going to go on mute. If everybody go on mute, Ding.
Perfect. I like show don't tell, so yeah. I do the rap on a live, yeah. So your views can survive. You know, we trying to thrive. Yeah, get a buzz like a hive. We be on LinkedIn, I know what you're thinking. Whiskey Wednesday, but I am not drinking. Yeah, Proposify. Shout out the sponsors, I know the vibes. Yeah, and shout out to Troy and Ryan. You know we rising. Look out, see the sky, we blowing up. Yeah, light as a rocket. Yeah, shout out to Jesse. We just score and assist like Gretzky. Yeah. Okay, get a bit festive. You doing a dance move. Shout out to the damn crew. Yeah.
And that's Ding. Welcome, Ding. Thank you so much for being here. And since we have you up there, I'm just going to kick off the first topic, event impact. Unleashed. Event impact, comma, unleashed, exclamation point. Maximize with event videography and editing motions. So this was inspired by you, Ding. So kick us off here and tell us what you were thinking.
100%. By the way, I love that we just went with these themes. So throwing Troy and Ryan into the mix here.
Dude,
but
I'm an expert.
Of course, that's why it's so awesome, because both Troy and Ryan are like, I mean, you should, once you've seen their videos, you'll know, right? So the reason that I picked this topic is that that's where the meta is now, right? Everyone is talking about short form content, about video content, live content, and as well as micro events, both online and offline in an in-person setting. So the consolidation, conflation of all of these different formats I think it's very important to go over some best practices. And also, what was the way that I put in the prompt? Let's see here. There we go. Thank you. Yeah. So what we see a lot of happening right now, especially with events and capturing content at events and turning that into usable social content, is that you have distinct motions for the three. And what I mean by that is you might run an event, have like a happy hour somewhere, and you have three different sources or things that you have to do, right? One is you must get the event space and the planning of the drinks and the food, etc., and the invite list. So your traditional field marketing space. And then we add in the video, the content creation piece. So now we have your videography and to get your cameraman and film crew and sound, lights at the event itself to capture the good content, raw video, but then to turn that into something you could then repurpose and leverage on social media as content is you need the editing side and the best practices there. What types of effects? What's the length? How do you streamline the content in a video? So as is, I see most of the B2B industry treating this in three separate motions and going out. Generally this is something that I've seen more. Where the agency side will step in. So the challenge there is that you end up with a lot of delay, right? Because you have multiple points of contacts at multiple, different either agencies or internally. And what happens with that is you have a lot of delay, you have siloed communication, and then it takes 2 months for your produced videos to come out after you do an event. And what's amazing today on this panel is that, that's not the case with Whiskey WinsDay, right? Very tight and buttoned up process, turning something that's live, capturing, and then immediately turning that around into delivered content. And then we, the same with Troy and Ryan, et cetera, when we go around. So I know I just went on a long spiel, so I want to open it up to the rest of the panel and hear folks' thoughts on this.
Yeah, I can probably go next. I agreed with everything that you said. As a marketer, it's really important to be able to turn your content around really, really quick. And I think that depending on what stage of SaaS company you are, it's hard to do that. It's hard to depending on how many people you have on your team. So currently, I have a really small marketing team, so we struggle sometimes to turn that really fast, but we don't use an outside agency. So we have to figure out how are we going to do this? So for example, we have the CSL, so closing show live every single week, very similar format to Whiskey WinsDay, but it's daytime. But what we try to do is turn that content out fast, so we can use it for all of our marketing purposes. So it's really about how do we cut this, edit this, and create this massive content pipeline from this event. We don't really do it really fancy. So this is where I want to hear everyone else's perspective, but we cut it all in house. We do it all ourselves. We're putting it all together, use GarageBand for most of it. We just download audio from a bunch of different sites. Obviously it's licensed audio. We made the mistake of one time putting in unlicensed music into one of our shows. So, or into one of our promos. But so what I'm saying is that as marketers, I'm thinking about this all the time. So I love this topic. And I'm curious how everyone else is doing it.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I think everybody, I know me, I definitely have put out music that I probably shouldn't have. So, I think that, you're probably not alone in making that error, Nadia.
It was the first, yeah. So it was the first one. We're like, oops, boo boo. We learned from it and moved on pretty quickly.
Yeah.
We're like, we can't use that song. It's like,
I appreciate your honesty on that. I think a lot of creators probably have to grapple with that at one point or another. You're like, man, is this song copyright free, or can I use it, or what?
Right.
When I 2 years ago or so, when I started doing parody songs on LinkedIn, this was how me and Ding got connected, by the way. And I would do parody songs as a public outreach to companies. And I got someone messaged and started tagging like Universal Records. And I was like, oh, geez, I guess the parody law does not protect me in this regard. So we've been there. I've done it. I'm not a marketer or a pseudo marketer, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tripping those kind of copyright laws on LinkedIn is not easy to do, actually. TikTok, YouTube, all those other, it's very easy to end up in hot water, which is why Zheng goes for all produced beats from people that he knows are producing it particularly for him. Smart move. Jesse, you're
Just
muted.
I think you're muted.
Sorry, I do that sometimes because like I start typing and I don't want people to hear like pound, 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 like as I'm typing, but then like, yeah, whatever. I should probably just let you hear me typing. But yeah, no, I hear you, Nadia, in terms of like what you're saying and like in terms of like trying to spit out these video clips. Because
if you have a great big team, like if you have a large team, much easier to do. But at the time, for example, last year I had two marketers. It was me and Demand Gen guy. Demand Gen. Shout out to Jordan Sheldrick, who was helping me create some of this. And I will say I'm really lucky because our CEO and founder, Kyle Racky, understands marketing, came from ad agency. So he actually helps us edit some stuff. He actually showed me how to do a few things. I was like, thanks, Kyle. So that helped. So it really wasn't a team of two. It was kind of a team of three. And then we did outsource a videographer to help us with some of like the closing show live and like SAS live stuff that we were doing, which was more like scripted stuff. And we needed help with like lighting and stuff like that. But I 100% agree with Zheng's comment about when you're using like out of house or ad agencies or agencies, it's just so hard to like turn it around really, really fast. I've been there. I worked at larger companies before. And I felt like that was such a struggle. Like, and by the time you get it out, nobody cares about it anymore. Nobody, yeah.
How many pieces of content, short and long form, are you trying to get out like off of a single event? I'm curious from a marketer.
As many as we possibly can. So, for example, we had about 4 events and we cut 77 clips from it, just to give you an idea of how much. So that was just from 4 events. So we try to get as much as we can. And it's really in the interviews, like the nuggets that you learn, right? So specifically for like a Whiskey Wednesday, it's Wednesday right now. It's a Wednesday, not Wednesday anymore. Did you officially rebrand it? Did I miss something?
It's Whiskey Wednesday now.
Okay, so yeah, so it's like it's this type of stuff. So if we have somebody interviewing or somebody if we're at an event, we grab somebody and interview them, ask them a few questions, and you clip out the juice, right? Like the gold. And the more of that you have, the better. And then you can repurpose it as blog content, as social posts. You know it. Everyone knows. Most of the people here are doing most of that on their own. This is not science. But when you're working at an actual, like when they're working at Proposify, we're always trying to maximize as much as we can.
Wow. Makes sense. How big is your team now in terms of marketers at Proposify now? You had 2 last year?
It's bigger. Yeah, it's bigger now. We have I have a brand comms person, marketing ops person now. So the demand gen person, and I kind of do hybrid product marketing with my brand person. So there's officially like 3 of us, 4, including me. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm lying. Okay, sorry, I'm actually lying here. I have my BDR team started reporting into me. Sorry, wow. Hunter, and sorry, Anushka. If they're listening, I don't know if they're here today.
That's awesome.
Joining us.
Shout out to the Proposify BDR team.
So the BDR team's reporting into me, which is an interesting twist because I've never had the BDR team reporting into me, and it's like my mind's blown from all the learnings, just like how like the synergies and like how we can be more efficient and you just close more deals.
You heard it here, y'all. The business development team at Proposify is reporting into marketing. Yeah. This is a big trend these days. I'd be curious, this got real hot on Whiskey Wednesday a few months back when we had Nilsson here, and people were really angry when we talked about sales reporting
Oh
into
yeah, it's hot.
marketing.
It's the wars. The wars will start.
So I'm curious, Dang, Troy, Ryan, what do you all think? Do you have any thoughts there? Troy, we haven't heard from you.
I mean, it's BDRs, right? So it does start with business. It's not sales development representatives. So that's fair. When I started at PandaDoc, we rolled up to marketing. We eventually moved over to sales. But I mean, the reality is it's top of funnel. Like, so it's technically, there's a handoff that occurs, right? Between marketing and your BDRs or your SDRs. So it's a gray area for sure. I think that it can work on both sides 100%. I do think the relationship between a BDR and SDR and their AE is probably the most crucial one. So if the lines of communication can work well between the two departments, then I think that it can work extremely well. But yeah, I do have a preference. Won't say which
Yeah.
one.
So you have a preference. What's your preference?
I mean, I think because I've managed SDRs and AEs within a team, and I know that handoff is so important for the companies that I've worked at, which I think people can make a giant mistake in assuming that every company should work the exact same and the department should work the exact same. Every company is different, and there's more than one way to skin a cat, and there's more than one incredibly effective way of doing it. So all that I can give is with my experience, my preference, and it's possibly because I'm a control freak. So if I'm managing the AEs, I also want management of my pipeline. So give me those guys and gals as well, so I can bring it in. But I do think that it works on both sides for sure. It's definitely gray because that's where the handoff is between marketing to your BDRs or SDRs, and then it goes over to the AEs. So it can live in both for sure.
Absolutely. I think we lost Ryan. So Ryan, if you're hearing us, we can't see you. You should log back in.
I just got a text. Like I think his kid is like vomiting right now.
No.
So best luck to Ryan.
Yeah, it's definitely going around. It hit our household like 2 weeks ago. It's just been nonstop.
Oh man. Yeah.
But what I'll say is this is like, I think it depends on the company too. I know it's the worst answer. It depends on the company, or it depends on the situation. But for us at Proposify, most of our revenue is inbound. So most of what our revenue is inbound. So the BDRs are not actually prospecting. They're not doing any outbound currently today. We tried last year and it just wasn't really working at the time. They did report it to sales. So this is kind of a test too. We'll see how it goes. But because we have, a high percentage of our revenue does come from inbound, it makes a lot of sense because we're demand, bringing in top of funnel, bringing in inbound. And then because we're so aligned now, it's working even better. We're optimizing at each stage of the funnel. We're figuring out, okay, what's happening at MQL to SQL? How do we optimize that? How do we optimize SQL to SQO? And we're having these conversations. And the way I report in is opportunity. So I have an opportunity number and pipeline number I have to hit, and my marketing team is responsible for that number. So right now it's working. It's working. I asked my team if it's working. They say it's
I
working.
agree with you. If it's primarily inbound, that's a wildly different motion than if it's inbound and outbound. I would say on the inbound side, wildly easier for it to skew more of living in marketing. In fact, it's kind of funny when I started at PandaDoc, it was almost all inbound.
I didn't know you were from PandaDoc.
And then as we stretched to do more outbound and having the 10x the outbound number, that's when it moved more over to the sales side. That absolutely makes sense.
Yeah. When were you at PandaDoc, Troy?
Have a rap battle tonight.
I was there from 2019 to 2021. Good little stretch there. Yep.
And you were head of the BDR team?
Director of sales. I handled the SDRs, inbound and outbound, and then the outbound AEs as well.
Fascinating. Sorry, Jing, you were saying something.
No, I was saying y'all need to have a Proposify versus PandaDoc rap battle at some point.
Oh, that would be interesting.
That would be awesome.
I mean,
I'd be
I'm
up for
technically
that.
a free agent, so I might just, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm rocking with Proposify. Maybe I'll just throw it off real quick.
Yeah, you should.
There you go. By the way, Troy, what mic are you using right now? You sound very crisp.
It sounds
Dude,
so good.
it is crispy, and I've never used it to rap, but that's what I bought it for. It's like a goddamn, dude. I wish I could tell. It's an AKG. Yeah. It's a decent
That's
mic.
a good mic. Yeah.
Decent.
Yeah. No, it's pretty solid. Pretty good.
You know, dude, spend $1,000 on a mic, don't use it for 8 years. That's major key alert, dude. That's a good move.
$1,000, man. I haven't done that. But Karen, are you there? How's it going, Karen?
Yeah, they don't teach you money management when you get in the sales.
Hello, Karen.
Is this customer support for LinkedIn?
Karen, no, you're at Whiskey WinsDay.
Why do I keep calling into this show?
I don't know. You tell me, Karen. I think
I'm
it's
looking
Whiskey
for the
Wednesday.
LinkedIn support department. I have a complaint and I'm really angry.
Okay. Well, just tell us about your complaint, Karen. Go ahead.
Well, listen, I have been dealing with these SaaS kids who keep calling my personal cell phone, and I want to talk to them. I want to talk to the team at LinkedIn, the support team who's supposed to field my calls. I am so angry at this group. They're giving out my phone number to the SaaS kids, and I'm mad at the SaaS kids. Okay, this is a very bad night. I'm getting demon dialed. I got numbers showing up over every area code, and it's really hard to run my life right now with these SaaS kids calling me. I'm the director of HR. I've got a very important job, and you can imagine with all the layoffs of all these SaaS kids that we're doing over here, I'm in trouble. So I'm busy and I can't take calls on my personal cell phone.
Oy. I don't know. Troy, I feel like you were director of sales. Do you have any?
Troy, it's probably the SaaS kids you were managing.
It's probably more than likely. I
They
can't
won't
believe that you're
stop
getting cold
calling
called
me.
right now. Are you sure it wasn't a cold email nowadays?
Well, all I know about these emailers is they'll just keep emailing you and that spam folder fills up. But these cold callers, they won't stop calling, and I can't even tell you who they are anymore. I can't even call their managers anymore. There's so many goddamn numbers they have.
They didn't brand themselves. They just asked you a million questions and waste your time.
They're all coming in for 27 seconds. They're all asking me to play these games. You want to take a gamble? They got some cute little comment. I pick up a lot of the calls. I'm not going to lie. I want to see who's on the other line. And it just drives me crazy. These data providers, these Ferrari driving big boats, they got all this show and tell out there. They're selling my personal phone number, and I want to be taken off the list.
It is funny because I was going to ask if it was seamless because
Well,
they're
we
the
don't
ones who
know.
don't know how to cold call nowadays.
It might be branding. It might.
It feels like you're alluding to
I don't know.
seamless. Yeah.
Well,
best-
they're all
they're
on
the best cold
LinkedIn.
calls,
They've
probably.
got their Ferraris and my phone number. I mean, I'm mad. I want to talk to somebody's boss. Is there somebody's manager on that I could speak with to get these SaaS kids to stop calling my personal cell phone? I mean, I'm at the soccer field.
Karen, I
Do you
think you
think
might be
Karen would
lying.
be up?
'Cause I know Seamless has some of the absolute best data, and they would never have reached out to you because you're not in their ideal customer profile when they're trying to.
Well, I'm
sell-
in
sell
HR.
leads.
I'm a director. Okay, you know
Director of HR, though, you're not really looking for contacts to cold call, right?
Well,
You
they're
know, what
trying
are we
to
talking
sell
about
me
here?
whatever these fancy SaaS
No,
HRMI, whatever.
you mentioned the
systems are.
Ferrari. I mean, are you? I'm hearing some jealousy through the line. You know, maybe they didn't even call you. You know, I mean, I don't think Seamless would
I
have
don't think it
given you a
was
ring.
seamless. I think somebody's giving out my phone number. It could
I mean,
be
who
these
else is
data
pushing that
providers.
Ferrari though? The cars with the
Well,
horses.
all the data providers have Ferraris. I think I've seen all of them out there. They all live in. They're all penthouse. They've all got penthouses on the water. They're all out there, and my phone number's out there too. And
Jealousy
that's
doesn't look
how-
good on you, Karen. I mean, if you want to hop into sales, you might be able to push a Ferrari someday too, if you'd like. You know.
Well, sales is too hard for me. I get stressed out easy. I mean, I have a very long day at work. I leave of the office around 4:15, and that's a full day. Most of the time, we all know it's about 3:30. My boss, the chief people officer, leaves a little earlier than me. So, anyways, you know how it is as a director. You just wait 5 minutes until your boss leaves, and you leave. But I'm angry.
God
These
bless.
SaaS kids keep calling me, and they talk about the ebooks I download, and
You know
I'm
the-
mad.
Karen, you do know the easiest way to stop them from calling, right?
What would that be? How do I block them? I've been calling the
No,
government.
buy it.
Whoa.
For all
Boom.
these SaaS products, they're expensive. You know how these things add up on a monthly credit
Yeah,
card.
but if it costs $1,000, but it's giving you back 10,000, what are we talking about? You haven't even seen the ROI. You haven't even been able to get a look at things. What are we talking about here?
I just want to talk to a manager who can help me. Is there somebody at LinkedIn here? This is LinkedIn's customer support or whatever, right? I can talk to somebody here, I imagine.
No, this is
Jesse.
Whiskey Wednesday, Karen.
Ah,
I know we just make a lot more noise than LinkedIn does on LinkedIn. So we just are always on the top of the feed. So that's probably why you see us.
these SaaS kids, there's something going on with them. My phone is all random numbers now, and it's just demon dialers.
I think they work for
all
Nadia.
day long.
Oh,
Nadia, you've
They
got
work
a
for
team
me.
of SDRs. You better take them off. Wait a second. Nadia, are you the one with the new SDR team?
I am, yeah. But I think, you know what? I think Ding needs to serenade Karen, or there has to be some type of rap battle. Something has to happen.
Ding's a great rapper, actually. I've been listening to him for
Oh my
years.
goodness, I got the
I-
Karen
I-
cosign.
I think he can settle you down. Ding, what do you think? Do you want to serenade Karen?
Ding, do you think you could rap?
Wait, am I rap battling Karen or am I serenading Karen? Chat,
No,
let
we're
me
try
know.
to
friends.
do.
I
Are
would
we
never want to go after
violence,
you. You're
or
one
are
of the
we
SaaS
choosing-
kids I like.
All right, so we'll have a nice serenade for Karen, and
Nice.
we'll and while I do that, I'll let these sass kids know what it is.
Let the SaaS kids know I'm done. Take me off the list. Let's go, Ding. Let's hear it.
Oh, I don't want them to exist. I don't want them to exist. Can you take me off the list? I gave you a cold call because you know I couldn't resist. And then Karen came through with the cease and desist. Oh, yeah, shout out to Karen. You was trying to call FaceTime me, I was staring. Yeah, right in your face. I didn't have nothing to say. Objection handled it great. Oh, Karen, they build and pipe like a plumber. Yeah, they fall asleep all the time in their slumber. All these ass kids in your phone right now, they got your number. Yeah, and I'm dreaming, but I'm dreamless. I got a data. Yeah, Troy, you're repping that seamless. I feel like a genius. Yeah, you gotta see it. See it to believe it. Like I am there. I can see Troy. No, I see his chair. Hey Troy, hey Karen. There's a lot of laughter that we sharing. Yeah, grab the wheel, direct it, and we staring. This right here, it was a serenade. Whiskey in my hand, need lemonade. If Troy raps on my song, it gon' be renegade. I've been afraid. Yeah, Eminem would say. Yeah, it's Whiskey Wednesday. We gonna get that win today. Yeah, shout out to Karen. Like, thank you so much for pulling on through. I need to cut my tie. Yeah, like that be the mood. Pass it back, Jesse. Whiskey Wednesday is a good fight on LinkedIn. Comment right now. You ready? Yeah, we breaking a levy. Shout out to Karen. Yeah, this is your session. This is your section. Yeah, but it is a blessing. Hey, it's this session. Yeah, shout out the professions. I got an album that's dropping soon called Recession Session. Hey.
Nice.
yeah, dang.
That was amazing.
Karen, do you feel better? How does that
Wow.
make you feel?
I am putty right now. Thank you. That was awesome. I'm not even mad anymore. That was great. I'm taking back.
He's good, right?
He's really good. He's a very talented musical artist.
Karen, maybe you should introduce him to your chief of people.
I will. Do you do performance? We're getting rid of a lot of. You probably won't have many SaaS kids to perform at our company. I'm getting rid of all of them. But what about? Would you do it for our company and the rest of the executives, the ones who post about layoffs?
That's right. That's right. That's the new theme right here. And we're the only jingles we make now are where the name is the joke of the company, the pet names.
You're a really talented artist, and
you're a very talented Karen. So Karen,
I like you better than Josh Braun even, and he tried to manipulate my emotions too. But you're really good. You're a great singer. Keep that going.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Listen, Karen, before you go, I do have a question for you. So I am very, very impressed by the hairstyle, and I just need to know next time I go into the salon and talk to my stylist, what do I ask her for?
You ask for the Karen.
Bum, 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 bum.
They'll always know what that is. I created it, and it's because these pesky SaaS kids keep calling my personal cell phone. Jesse, I gotta go. I'm gonna go try to find the real LinkedIn number now. Have a great evening, everybody.
I hope to catch you again. Bye, Karen.
Bye, Karen.
Man, Karen's the best. You got to give it up to Karen. There's lots of Karens out there in the world, but our Karen's extra special. And, it probably wasn't your team, Nadia, because you said they're all inbound. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been us.
Karen. And plus, your team knows how to target their audience. And I think, we get a lot of people like Karen out there just because people are calling the wrong people. So if you are actually adding value to somebody, then they're not going to turn into Karen, right?
Know your ICP. That's right. Define it, know it, target the ICP.
Wouldn't you say so, Troy?
I 100% would say so, for sure. My mom's name is actually Karen, which is heartbreaking. Man, what a tough decade for her.
Oh man. What a tough decade. Poor Karen, man, to all the parents. But man, let's real quick, actually, I think it's time for an intermission. We've got a great video from Data Ghost that I'm going to play really quick So we'll be right back right after these messages.
Hey, Whiskey Wednesdays. Thanks for having me here. I'm DJ Kim, the founder of Data Ghost, the software that's changing the B2B email game. As a founder myself, I know how hard it is to get into that inbox. And if you're a founder or you're working at a startup, data is pretty hard to come by unless you're paying an arm and a leg for it. And that's why I created DataGhost, the most accessible and accurate email finder out there. And compared to other data platforms, we're actually validating and verifying every email before we return it back to you so that you know that you can get into that inbox. And for job searchers, we know how hard the market is right now. So if you're a job searcher, DM me on LinkedIn or send me an email at dj@dataghost.co, and I'll get you set up on DataGhost for free until you find a job. And for one of you lucky viewers, you're going to get 10,000 credits, so make sure that you stay tuned for details. Thanks for having me here, Jesse. It's great to be on Whiskey Wednesdays. Let's have some fun and get into that inbox.
All right. Thank you, DJ Kim. That's awesome. And he just made a pretty awesome offer, it sounded like in the video. I just didn't even hear that until now, but it sounds like if you're looking for a job, Data Ghost wants to help. So snaps to them. And, we've got a lot of hot prizes. We didn't really fully get through all the topics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flash them off here really quick because they're all kind of similarly related. So maybe we can cover on it like rapid speed style. But we've got marketing made easy, consolidating tech and service vendors for simplicity, silos no more, post-event content quickly, beat siloed vendor syndrome, and then field marketing, fired up, micro events, boost sales with dynamic field marketing. So I know I'm throwing them all at you now, and it's because, it's been such a great episode and we're running out of time. But Ding, do you want to kick us off? And with any of those topics, feel free to where can you add value to our audience? This is what we need our audience to understand. It's mostly founders. We've got a lot of founders here in our audience. We've got salespeople, account managers, marketing managers. What do they know about bringing creativity into the sales space?
Yeah, 100%. So to touch on the last piece, as the sales rapper, something we've done a lot is partner with companies for their micro events, conference trade show activations and appearances, right? So that's like you are seeing on this call right now, where we're doing that live freestyle activation, personalizing, shouting folks out in the audience. We're doing that live in a setting. So as a result of doing a lot of that is, I've been a part of the event planning for a lot of different marketing organizations, and something that we see over and over again. And when we talk to field marketers, one, commonality that we hear is that it's very difficult to turn, an in-person offline event into usable content within a short time frame. Right. And like Nadia alluded to earlier, it's really important to get that content out quickly. Otherwise, the momentum is lost and people don't care anymore. So people don't care anymore. Sorry. And the secret sauce that we found is that a lot of companies, depending on the size of their marketing team, are working very closely with third-party external agencies to fulfill on different pieces of that puzzle, right? But the challenge is, you work with a videography agency to do the content capture at your event. Then those folks have to interface with someone on your marketing team that owns that piece, and then that person has to then translate that or do the file share and communication with another third-party agency for the editing side. And then, when you have this what I call siloed vendor syndrome, convoluted web of intercommunication to create that end objective, this is where problems occur and costs really start to balloon up. So the sauce here is, you either want to find a end-to-end vendor for this, where you're getting the event production or maybe content planning, so it's aligned to the marketing, where you have prompting interview questions at your event, so what to ask your guests and attendees when you stick a camera in their face, and then also the event videography, capture, lights, camera, audio, sound setup, and then the editing and post-production. And then or you want to do that and build it internally, but depending on your stage of company, those are going to be the two best options.
What do you consider a micro event? Mark Max asking.
A micro event. So there's a lot of definitions for this. Typically, I'll say it is dependent on the company that's throwing the event. So large enterprise, if they could throw 100-person event in a city, and wouldn't it might still be micro, right? Because they're typically doing much larger scale appearances at conferences, or maybe sponsoring larger style events. But I would say a major event is when you have a lot of different companies represented. So I would say a conference, a trade show, and then a micro event is generally something that is more owned or has a few sponsors, or is like a happy hour. I would consider a micro event, whereas a conference would definitely be a larger scale event.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Let me change the view here. And Troy, you've been really successful in running both a sales organization and with your video content. So what would you say to the folks in the Whiskey Wednesday audience about having sales teams embrace creativity?
It's funny because I think some places try to dissuade a little bit, because the more creative that people get, the more that it could maybe skew from the message that like a company wants to have. It may not speak to what you were saying, but what Ding was saying earlier, I'm curious about, because he mentioned like having a production crew or camera crew. The more like I'm literally talking and looking at a 4K DSLR camera right now. And the more that I upgraded my production, the less content I made. And I think back, if you think to like, what are your favorite pieces of content, and are they on like are they the best quality, or are they the best content? And in hindsight, I've realized like, man, maybe like just keeping it on my phone and doing more content, because it's easier to quickly make it on your phone than it is to do it on a DSLR camera and then take the SD card out and have to put it in Final Cut and everything like that. I'm curious. Dang, have you gone through that as well? Like when you upscaled the production side of things, did it at all slow down the amount of content that you were able to put out?
But I think I'm a unique case, right? Because it's, I've had an existing agency model and team when I did that. So I had a bunch of workflow systems and process in place, which then allowed me to, because my issue was always editing. Like I'm not myself, fast and efficient in Premiere and After Effects, right? I know all the techniques and effects, but just it's not a good ROI for my time spent. But what I've typically found is Troy's absolutely right for the individual creator, because it's very important to be able to easily just whip out your phone and produce a piece of content. Where that gets more difficult is if we think about the content that comes from the event use case, right? Why is our event so great for capturing content, and we're getting 72 clips out of or per event, right? Is because you have your team there, you have your subject matter experts, people in your network, your customers, your prospects, and your community. And those are the people whose voices that will be most impactful when shared through a company's content. So I would say that model works less well at the company level compared to the solo creator, because you need to account for a lot more people showing up in your content. And one of the biggest problems we see is actually, you can get the best subject matter expert in front of a camera, but if they're not prepared to prompted, right, given the framework on what they're speaking on beforehand, it's still going to be, you're going to take 30 minutes to capture that one single clip video. And then, you do that 4 times, your event's over.
Fair.
Yep. Yeah. Any last thoughts for you, Nadia, before we start getting into prizes on wrapping up getting sales?
No, everything Zheng said, I agree with. And so I actually want to meet up with you after Zheng. I'd love to chat with you, because I love everything you just said, and I'm learning how to scale with a small team. So I'd love to get your insight. But I agreed with everything you said. Thank you.
Yeah,
Of course. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Zheng's pretty much the man. We're lucky to have him here. And if you haven't heard already, he makes jingles for different companies. So it's something that you can hire him to do. So you've heard some of his rapping here. It's awesome. But yeah, we're giving one away today. So I know we didn't really fully get into all the topics. It was a little bit all over the place, but mostly because we're just a bunch of creatives here and we kind of covered it all together in one big mush. But if there is anything else you guys want to add on anything, feel free to shout it out. Otherwise, I'm going to start reminding folks about our prizes that we have here. So let me pull those up. But we've got prize 1. You got Tara LaFawn Gooch. You got personal branding consultation, Lavender Pro for 1 year free, SD Lab, that's 1 hour free of cold call coaching. That's a long time to spend with somebody. I always say that. Then you get 10,000 credits with Data Ghost. Make sure, for prize 1 too, make sure you're plugging in Boss and Heels LLC. So Boss and Heels LLC, I was explaining at the beginning of the show, it's a global community. It's a lifestyle brand. They're dedicated to helping you gain confidence. Heather Monahan is a confidence coach, and she's got a couple books out there. She's got a really infamous story about being fired as a CRO. But, she launched her own website. But yeah, tag Boss and Heels to enter to win these websites. Heather Monahan's going to be coming on the show here. And then we've got prize 2, Data Ghost, Brand 30, Headset Advisor. Prize 3, Nadia, what do we got here? You
3 months free at Proposify, salesorg.io, free course enrollment, and free virtual event live performance and 40-second jingle with the one and only Ding.
Ding,
That's
ding,
the best prize.
ding.
That is a really good prize. I love that prize.
But by the way, I love the because it kind of looks like Troy's in that frame at the bottom right.
I know, right? Here, I'll put you up there, Troy.
That's Hunter. He's
I'll
actually
say.
our BDR right there, Hunter.
What's up,
I'll hop in that
Hunter?
jingle if you need me to, just for the fuck of it.
Yeah, why
Troy's got
not?
bars. Troy has see, I think now with echo cancellation, I might be able to play a beat and have everyone.
Can you
rap
play
on
a
it.
beat for us?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, while he's playing a beat, look, I put it up there in the top right. the different companies that you need to tag. So just like increase your odds of winning and tag everybody one more time. You got Boston Heels LLC, Data Ghost, Proposify. And, you know, like instead of just tagging it, maybe write a sentence about it. Like, hey, tag Heather Monahan, Boss in Heels. Can't wait for you to be on Whiskey Wednesday. But yeah, as long as you mention those companies, then you will be entering to win. But take it away, Ding.
Let's go. Yeah. So I got the LinkedIn feed on my camera. I'm about to do the freestyle with the stamina. Yeah, Troy's looking at me like he wants to wrap it up. Yeah, then I just quack. I sound like Daffy Duck. Hey, we moving so smoothly like an aqueduct. Yeah, and me, I have the baddest luck. Psych is good luck. Man, I need a look up. Yeah, Proposify, they got something to cook up. Yeah, they like, I be walking the tightrope and you be getting the free course from salesorg.io. And I know that's the best because it's a guy, he's a nice pro and he's quite dope. That's Troy, that's my boy. He be finna destroy any beat that you go on, seek with your voice, and event start with the free jingle. And you can just go keep the singles and stacking the bills. And I be rapping my feels. Hey, I say the most. Shout out to Data Ghost. Yeah, you couldn't buy that off of eBay. I just relayed the message. Shout out to DJ. Yeah, get into the inbox. Everything I spit hot. Yeah, especially my gym socks. That's the only word that rhyme with the thing. Yeah. And what's my name? Oh, I am a ding. Yeah. Who else you want to tag in the thing? I'm going to pass on the mic because I'm done with my rap.
Oh, boom. That was so good.
Let's go. I thought y'all were going to hop in for a second.
Who, me? No, I was just feeling it. I was over here dancing.
Yeah.
You can't even see me. I'm dancing with Hunter back here. Can you see me behind Hunter? That was so good. I wish we could hear the beats. So we're hearing you a cappella. I don't know if you knew that.
Okay. Oh, I did not know that.
But it was still good. It was still good. Troy, are you going to jump in?
No.
I know you said you like to play.
I admire that Ding like can freestyle. I like always wrote my stuff down, which was cool for battle rap when I hopped in. Back in the day, like when Eminem was battle rapping and Scribble Jam and all that stuff, like it was freestyle or it was kind of fake freestyle. You wrote some stuff down, you know, like you showed an 8 Mile and everything like that. When I got in, like you knew who your opponent was a month or two in advance. You wrote down your rounds and everything like that. And then if you were really good and you memorized it well enough, you could do freestyle rebuttals, which is like kind of how it relates to sales. Because if you memorize your script well enough and you really have it down, that opens up the opportunity for you to be able to better freestyle rebuttal when you get an objection that you're not familiar with, because you have that strong foundation that you can rely on. So like I would pop a, you know, bar or two freestyle rebuttal when I was in a battle because I had spent the past month memorizing something, but I'm too much of a perfectionist to freestyle well. Like I want it to sound like the punchlines that I write, and then I inevitably will horribly choke and do a bad job.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Troy's on here like, I'm technical.
You know what? We actually forgot the guru of the week. I've got the slide here. Ding, do you want to introduce the guru of the week?
100%.
And we forgot to do the jingle. The guru of the week. Oh, guru of the week. Oh. All
Here,
right.
I'll do a quick
Boom.
second.
I
And I
just
realized, yeah.
I threw his face up there, so now everybody knows it's Joe. How do we say his last name?
Joe
Spizak.
Spizak.
He's the CEO of Fulfill.com. If you are in the comments, please go ahead and tag Joe to let him know he is the guru of the week. And I'm getting feedback, so I'm going to go on mute and give it away to Ding.
All right. I just figured out what the thing was. So hopefully, I think you'll be able to hear the beat now. And let's test. Yeah, can you hear the beat? Can you? Yeah, can you see? Can you hear the beat? Who's the guru of the week? Yeah, unusually unique, yeah. Fly like a bird, see all the beaks, yeah. I be at the beach, shout out to Joe Speezy, making 3PL e-commerce so easy. If I see you on the street, then you gon' greet me. Yeah, grant a wish, no genie. Yeah, I be reading the chats like where are they at? Yeah, I see the Mark, I see Eric, I see Jody, I can see Mac, I can see Brandy. Dropping flow and it's sweet like some candy. And I'm moving so fine and so dandy. Stephanie, shout out her hand, Stephanie, yeah. And I gotta get energy, yeah. Whiskey Wednesday, I ain't drinking no Hennessy, nah, yeah. And I bring all the remedy, huh? Yeah, fulfill.com, Guru of the Week. Yeah, it's not wrong, drop a hot song. And it's so good in my stereo. Eric Smith, he be commenting, there you go. Jason Fisher say, yeah, you got it. We some pros up in here, we not novices. Yeah, with Jesse, we in the offices. Yeah, and you know all the docs are sent. We propose to fight, they getting signed. Right now, it's a gold mine. And we had another sponsor, let me look. Boston Heels, I got the books. Auto-tune on, I seen the hooks. And I know that they love I look, yeah. Shout out SD Lab, shout out to Boston Hills. We got LSC, and I know, yeah, ain't no jealousy. It's a whole lot of facts that they telling me, yeah. Got a prize on the screen, yeah, got a prize on the screen. We ringing the door, sounding like ding, 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 ding. Follow Whiskey Wednesday everywhere. Follow all the panelists on the call. Yeah, I know that you want to get involved. We got a problem, then we can solve it.
Yes, I loved it. I was dancing the whole time. That was great. We need applause. I know everybody out there is watching.
Nice.
Oh man, that was awesome. All right, are we ready to give away prizes? I think everybody's had enough time to enter, Data Ghost and Proposify and Boston Heels. So I'll go ahead and I'll share my screen. Do you want to rap while the the names wind? I normally play the Guru of the Week song or the
Jesse, super quick. If the folks that bought it, that are in the chat, that bought my course, if they win, I will refund them. Just, I do appreciate that some people bought while we were in here, but I'll hit them with a.
They bought it while they were in here. That's awesome, folks.
I mess with that. That's God bless.
Cool. Yeah, so cool. Love to hear that. Just, good things happening here on Whiskey Wednesday. Some more good things are about to happen because now we're going to give away prize one. Can you guys see my screen? Boston Heels. All right, I'm going to click draw and then it's going to start cycling through these names. And yeah, feel free to wrap it off if you want, Zheng. Here we go. Who's going to win? Who's going to win?
All right. Oh, the winner is, who is it? It's Brandy. Brandy Bomb. Gotta drop a bomb. You see the future like I'm reading prompts. You got the best branding solutions. Shout out to Tara. You about to win with the brand, get the largest buzz online. And I know, write a better email with Lavender Pro. Let's go.
That was amazing. All right, congratulations, Brandy. I will be in touch with you in the LinkedIn DMs. Give me 7 days and I will get that to you. I do want to start asking people for emails, but I'm not there yet. I'll have a landing page in the future. But for now, I'll keep connecting you in the DMs. But let's move on to prize 2. I'm going to stop sharing that tab.
By the way, Jesse, once you get that email, would that be a WQL, a whiskey qualified lead?
Oh, whiskey
Let's go.
qualified lead. I love that. Yes, it would be a Karen qualified lead too. Let me share my screen. For some reason, I can only share my Chrome tabs. But next is Data Ghost. So we had 23 people enter to win the Data Ghost one. Is everybody ready? I'm going to cycle through these. Here we go. I lost that tab. Where'd that tab go? Here we go. Boom.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Elizabeth. You be winning this. Yeah, we be gifting quick. And thank you because you didn't quit. You was spamming the comments, putting in the entries. That's why you winning. Yeah, you got the energy. Data Ghost right now. And I said it. What you get enrichment? 10,000 credits.
Yeah, 10,000 data credits for Elizabeth. Congratulations, Elizabeth. All right, finally, prize 3. You've got the Proposify prize here, the Ding prize, and the SalesOrg.io prize. So let's go ahead and give this one away. I'm going to share my screen. This is always the part where I struggle because I just use one screen. So it only allows me to share my tab, and I have like too many tabs open. So next time I won't do that. All right. Are we ready? Here we go. Ding, take it away. Boom. Sports music. That's good, Erica. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Wow. And we had 24 people on that first one and 19 on this one, and you still won those. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Let's go, Elizabeth. I said it quick. Auto tune off because I'm switching it. Can my auto tune finally be off? Yeah. The winner, WINNER. Yeah, that's Elizabeth. I Anita. Hopefully I'm saying it right, not a repeater. What are we winning? We got the sales org. Yeah. So you can't fail no more. And that's what we got the panel for. Yeah. And that's a lot that I had in store. Whiskey Wednesday. Yo, tonight this session has been great. Yeah. Like I skipped leg day, but you don't skip Whiskey Wednesday. It's the best day.
Oh, leg day. Well, thanks for skipping leg day for Whiskey Wednesday.
Congrats, Elizabeth.
Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Always so good.
Yeah, congrats, Elizabeth. And with that, I think we've made it through another Whiskey Wednesday. We did the topics, prizes, Guru of the Week. We heard from Zheng. Thank you all so much for being here. And of course, after the show is an after party. And after the party is not the hotel lobby, but that is a song. If you name that singer in the comments. But I'm going to ask everybody here just your experience of the show. And as I do that, and as you close out, and also let people know where they can find you after the show if they want to reach you. I'm going to take myself off the screen. I'm going to let the 3 of you take it over, close it out, and then I'm going to get the after party ready, and I'm going to get that in the comments here. So I'll let you take it off, and you're the co-host, Nadia, so I'll let you run it from here.
Amazing. So thanks everyone for joining. What are we doing? We're closing out the show. Is that what we're saying? What are we doing? Sorry.
After the party.
Yeah.
Okay, so the after party's happening. I unfortunately won't be able to.
After the after party is hotel lobby.
That's right.
And, what's the rest of it? I forget.
Nice.
I think Harry Potter's involved somehow.
I'm not
I think it's
really
after
good
Chris. I forget the rest.
I failed the co-host.
No, Nadia, you're killing it right now. So just a quick 30 seconds on where we
Wait,
can
how
find
do
your
you
stuff.
be next? That's right. So
Yes.
you go last. We can like close this out with like a wrap. So you can get a hold of me on LinkedIn. That's the best way. I'm not really on Twitter. I'm kind of there. And visit us at proposify.com. And we're on LinkedIn as well. So that's it. Troy, how do we connect with you?
If you connect with me on LinkedIn, Troy Barter. If you need anything sales related, questions, whatever, I'm down to help. For free. And TikTok, Troy Barter Sales, or YouTube, Troy Barter Sales. It's pretty much wherever. There's only 2 Troy Barters in the world. The other one's in Australia, and he's a banker. He's not posting content. So
don't connect with the banker.
Just type that
Australia.
in and you'll be all right.
Awesome.
100%. And ding, ding, ding like a doorbell. You can find me on LinkedIn, on YouTube at The Sales Rapper, on TikTok at The Sales Rapper. I'm on pretty much every platform. Look, I'm a zillennial. I'm born in '96. I'm generationally confused. Don't know which generation I belong to. So I'm chronically on. Actually, I'm not chronically online, but I have been. So you can find me everywhere. In my website, if you like the music stuff, hit me up at salesrap.io. and new Event Shark service where all of the stuff we talked about today about the vendor consolidation and streamlining your video content and micro event strategy coming soon to a venue near you. Boom.
So good.
That was awesome. Don't have a great view here. But I plugged in the link. It's in the private chat for guests if I want to join the after party. If you can't, I completely understand. But man, it would be awesome if you could, especially Zheng. I know there's a lot of people who would love to meet you. Nadia, I appreciate you staying up late with us. Obviously would love to have you there. But if you can't, we understand, and Troy as well. But yeah, we'd love everybody in the comments to join us in the after party. We usually stay up till about 1 a.m. at least, and the crowd gets smaller and smaller throughout as the evening goes. But come and join us. We'd love to meet you. It's always fun to have new faces. Nobody cares what you look like. Half of us are just like, people are like in their bed, just like logging in from their phone and meeting us. Like, it's totally cool. Just come on in, come meet us. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming. Does everybody have the link in the chat? All right. Well, then, if there's nothing else, then I'm going to go ahead and close us out with an outro video. And I'll see everybody in the Google Hangout.
Everyone.
Bye, everybody.